property here. I have to look in now and then.
Why now?
Why not? You know, Miss Bell, for a woman who has experienced a sure-as-hell miracle cure, you just don't seem as chipper as one might expect.
Well, I doubt that you, of all people, will improve my state of mind.
You know, just because Count Vlad took a big bite out of your marshmallow heart and spit it out on the grimy floorboards is no reason to take that out on innocent bystanders.
So it's all over the hospital already?
Oh, I'd say more like all over town. Have you checked the internet? There's something really interesting about how ugly it got at the board meeting today.
Well, why don't we get something straight right off the bat? Whatever I did or didn't suffer at the hands of your worst enemy, I'm not about to become your best friend.
Well, it seems to me you can use all the friends you can get.
Thank you.
Ones who can get you what you want.
How do you know what I want? You know nothing about me.
I know you were royally shafted. Nobody could call it fair play, Miss Bell. I mean, just because Stefan Cassadine holds the purse strings of this hospital by the throat, which he stole to begin with, why should that give him the right to humiliate you in public? This is a man who supposedly is racked with guilt because he shot your pretty little butt. Well, that's progress. At least you're not claiming you don't remember.
I don't need to claim anything, and I have no desire to discuss this with you.
How long were you in that wheelchair, Miss Bell? A little over a year, or almost a year, something like that? How long did you lie in that hospital bed, wondering if you'd ever feel anything again below the panty line? And how long did you spend in the gym with weights tied to your ankles and working on those bars? Tell me something, Miss Bell. If Stefan hadn't made all that happen, what would you do with all that time? Months and months that nobody can ever give you back. You see, I think if somebody robs somebody of that kind of time, they should pay. Personally, I think he should be lethally injected. But I would settle for a severe beating and having him thrown in the slammer for a good long time. You're standing now, Catherine. Don't lie down. Don't let him roll over you again.
Publicly. And it didn't have a thing to do with Catherine's job performance.
If members of the board chose to reveal what transpired in a closed meeting, I can't be held responsible for that. And frankly, your sudden compassion for Catherine Bell is rather suspect.
Oh, well, I don't know.
A little recent history, shall we, Miss Bell? When Stefan Cassadine came to town, the hospital was having a severe financial crisis. He jumped in, he magnanimously, miraculously, heroically saved the hospital, single-handedly, I might add. But since he took over, the only difference between this place and the Titanic is they had a band.
Stefan has done a lot for this hospital.
Yeah, it's been stuff that if he hadn't created the crisis, wouldn't have needed to be done. And it's just like you, cutie pie. See, there he was, at your hospital bed, laying on the oil, giving you the lies, and the little trinkets, and the 10,000 promises to speed your recovery, when all the while he's the spud who put you there.
Where do you get all your stuff?
I know him. I know everything about him. I know his every move. I know his every word. I know his every self-aggrandizing gesture. His agenda moves way beyond you in this hospital, Miss Bell. I'm sorry, kid, but you're just part of the machine that's moving him towards his ultimate goal.
Which is what?
Running the show. And I ain't talking about this paltry little non-profit organization or this modest American city. I'm telling you that he is forming a power complex, the likes of which you can't even imagine.
Because I'm not paranoid.
Okay, let me make it simple so you can understand. He done you wrong, woman. Why did he do that? You think about that one. But even that doesn't matter. What matters is you hold the monkey wrench. You can throw it into the machine. You're the one that can stop him because you know the truth that can put him away for a long, long time. Come on, Catherine. Just tell the truth. Just tell it loud and clear.
It's gonna take a lot more than telling. What you want to happen would take evidence. And there isn't any. There's no gun. I'm not quite the dim bulb that you think I am. It also occurred to me to go to the police and reopen this case. But when I looked into it, I learned that somehow, magically, the gun had disappeared from the evidence room.
Oh. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. That doesn't have to be the end of it. We'll go to Mac. He can set us on the right track. He knows the personnel down
Luke, you
there.
know what? There is no us. At least not with me involved. You made a point. I'm up and walking. To go back would be going in the wrong direction.
Katie! Hold on, I'll walk you to your car.